It's been 3 months since I dropped the GEF video, and y'all would not stop begging for it to come back. So guess what? I'm back. And this is the craziest GEF city you have ever seen. My original plan? 2 teams. Them versus me. No mercy. 15 days to build and see who could make the safest base. I was ready to outplank everyone. I had the blueprint and the strategy up my sleeve. And I even gave them a head start. I was expecting chaos, rush builds, my own subscribers stealing my stuff. Just one rule, no sabotaging. And yeah, that did happen. But something unexpected occurred. First, I had to find a hammer. Instead, I found everything except that. Night was coming, and I had nothing built on the first day, so I kept searching, hoping I could take shelter somewhere. But I was stopped by a GEF, and the basement was my only hope. I was surrounded with nowhere to run, so I swung with all my might, just to be overpowered. Thankfully, I was able to buy Robux since I had to keep track of the time. That's when Kive joined and refused to help the others. Stalking me was his only purpose, which would become a pain in my cheeks later. For now, I couldn't stop until I nailed a masterpiece together. It was already day 2, and I had just found a damn hammer. As desperate as I was, everyone else already had a safe place to bunker in, and for some reason, someone built a ding-a-ling. My gosh, some people are weird. Anyways, I finally managed to start boarding up the windows, even though I barely had any time before the sun left. I was able to make it strong enough to survive the flesh snatchers. Being by myself was a bit of a challenge. However, it was only the second night. Once I get to day 5, that's when things will turn for the worst. Your cheeks are mine. Say that again.
Oh, where are you going?
As I finished the windows, Kev joined and gave me a chocolate bar. Then he started fortifying my window, which made me tell him he can't help me and should join the others instead. That made him feel not wanted, so he went off to find other people. Kinda like Ryan Reynolds' wife. When you think about it, size really doesn't matter, cause these smaller planks are just as good as the longer, hard ones. So good that a GEF turned friendly and wanted to rub my tail.
Get the fuck away from me, bro.
I didn't expect anyone to try stopping me from making a base this early. That's when Plushie came with an agenda, which was to place a lantern inside of my base. Aww. He didn't want me fighting alone in the dark, which was the sweetest thing I'd ever seen. Until I saw Kive running past my base. Knowing him, something horrible was about to happen. Suddenly, GEFs came. I was not ready for their coming. The others were busy fighting off Giddy as he tried to come too. With only half of my health left, I was just glad my hard wood was thick enough to destroy them. Even Kive came by and stole my lantern.
You're such an asshole, dude.
And that wasn't even the worst part. He literally brought his GEF army to surround me. I thought he was just showing off his hacking powers. But no, he was feeding his pets, and I was the main course.
Did I seriously just get gangbanged right now? What the actual fuck?
But I didn't let that stop me. And apparently, I wasn't the only one Kive was terrorizing. So we all joined forces and decided to build a city. One without him in it. Actually, over here, hated Kive with every bone in his body. While I was forming a small tunnel for the entrance, Kive just stood there, staring. I swear, that's what caused those weird GEFs to spawn and tried to devour us like we were late night snacks. Thankfully, my base was secure enough to hold them off, and I ended up wiping out every last one of those social rejects. Beat them like a drunk dad with a belt. Also, Mick Chug looked a little too happy to see me, but he was wearing my favorite color, so I let it slide. Since we were building a city, I took the lead and decided to start a hotel. On day 5, I began working on the 2nd floor, and it took the entire day just to build the wall beams. Supplies were piling up fast too. I think that was Tango's doing, though I could be wrong. Either way, he was a badass. He helped me get rid of all the baldies. Do new ninjutsu or something. Saved my ass more than once. The rest of the crew rallied with me, and we took out Kive's goon machines. He wasn't happy about that, but I didn't care. I disciplined him myself with a shotgun. G-Man witnessed the whole thing, caught me in 4K. Anyway, day 6 was all about finishing the walls and building a staircase. Carl made me take longer just by existing. He looked so adorable as a whale. Once the stairs were done, McChug turned into a monkey. No idea how to feel about that. Also, G-Man was dying dramatically again.
Quit being a fucking crybaby, dude.
Day 7, I started working on the ceiling. I finally got one side done thanks to auto clicker. First time using it, by the way. And that night, it was just awful. Terrible. McChug stood there like he was about to unleash his final form. And Terraria Man looked like he was ready to assassinate me. By day 8, I finished the second floor and reinforced the edges. Someone spelled fuck, so naturally I said,
Fuck you too.
Actually built a house too. Super smooth build. Easily the best one. Of course, the Gefs didn't like us having nice things. Why was Kai's head in the ceiling? Who knows? Probably snorting wood dust like his pets. I tried getting something but got backshotted. When day 9 hit, I focused on covering the walls in case Daddy Geff decided to smash through. Oh, and I hid a chocolate bar in one of the rooms on the second floor. Someone found it. Hope they enjoyed it. Anyways, homes were looking beautiful, and on day 10, it was time to start the third floor. The OG was also building a bridge. Good for him, even if he swears he never played before. The next few days were hell trying to finish the third floor. Giddy would not leave me alone.
Stop chasing miners, you sick asshole.
Seriously, I don't know what his obsession with small holes is, but he kept trying to squeeze into them. We even had a scaring contest, and guess who won? Me. He tried coming after me again, but like always, couldn't fit.
Maybe lose some weight, fat ass.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but I do know Venus was incredibly helpful. Probably the only girl in the entire server. Then the Rizzler Geff showed up. We tried to build an altar for him, but he just dipped. Guess we weren't worthy. Eventually, it was time to connect the hotel to the bridge, and it actually worked well. Shout out to Alpine for the shop next door, or at least I think it was him. Y'all can argue about it in the comments. Someone built a windmill too. Forgot who, but W for them. Smilers kept invading, so it was time to dome the city. That took forever, but it looked amazing. Of course, someone had to ruin it. Geff fan wrote the N-word on the wall, so we banned him. He threatened to spam report me, so don't let that slide. Once the dome was complete, we started fortifying it. Gefs still found ways in, so we spent days patching holes. So much death happened. At least Big Geff couldn't squeeze in. Here's a close-up of the windmill. Do what you will with that. With everything done, here's a Gef's eye view of the place. I would have made it public, but randoms always ruin things. So, unfortunately, it'll disappear after we all leave. But that's okay. Just like how I'm feeling okay now. If you've been keeping up with me, you'd know I've been dealing with a lot lately, which explains the long delay. I'm sorry for that, but I'm back now. It'll be a while before the next GEF video, but I'll be posting what I want in the meantime. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Mwah.